Alright, so we are here with Gold Block Ingot today,
Hello.
doing a
Hello.
base tour of his place. And you've gotten to Fusion. This is on the old Fear the Night server, the one where we blew everything up, or somebody blew everything up. So, it's all yours, man. Show us around.
Okay, well, so this place right here is where it all started. So this basically is like my very first shack. This was originally made out of wood, and until I started building steam machines and had a pipe accident, burned it down. I think one of the like original people came over here and like transmuted it all into stone for me. So that was great. So as you can see, this place is an absolute mess. It hasn't been touched since like the high voltage era. And there's like, oh, it's just garbage right in every chest. This is very much like, yeah, this is about as basic as I've gotten. And yeah, this is my old methane setup. Still provides good power for like LV. Got machines here. It's just so haphazard. Uh, we got tied some garbage around here. Oh yeah, I used to store appetite because to make fertilizer. I still have some, yeah. Because I needed lots of fertilizer because I had a multi-farm going, and so this is what I started building, like a long while back, really. Like this is actually before I even got into like this is before medium voltage. Like I did all this from like steam to low voltage. Like the original, at least like the original outer shell and stuff. The machinery and everything sort of came later on. Used to have a multi farm here. I replaced it with a mine factory one for rubber because the solar panels kept on. I'm pretty much just running non-stops, and like this is too much to like actually run a tree farm off of. Like the ratio is just terrible. Yeah, so after a while, I ended up partnering with someone called Meatball Girl 65. We used we worked together on the site. She really liked Lycanites. I can't imagine why. Just like still pretty good on the beast tamers. She also made this giant cheese block.
I was going to ask you
Yeah,
about that. Let me fly up real quick so they can see what
yeah,
it looks like from the top. I seen this when I was flying in. I meant to ask you about that.
yeah. It was just like she was always asking for like for this Souls stuff from like Akon, I think, was provided a lot for her. Yeah, we haven't actually talked like since the server went down, sadly. Like, she made a lot of food. She was really good at like making all the food, which is great because I just lived off of like carrots.
It sounds like my relationship with Crazy. She does all my cooking, otherwise, I just eat whatever I can scrounge up at the time.
Yep, that's me. So after a while, like, I just couldn't like store anything. Like, I think actually no, I think it was Meaty who made who originally built this warehouse, and then I just added a bit more into it, and then I added this lot of stuff. Naturally, the miscellaneous junk chests filled up pretty fast. Yeah, just went around scrounging up everything. I like how the pure elements just has like it doesn't even have like it just has like a diamond and some amber in it. Neither of which are actual. And the alloys one is just gold and iron.
which is actually an element, not an alloy.
Yep. As you can see, there's this. Yeah. Like, so that kind of brings us to around here. Where I started making a concrete path. Never finished it. Yeah. So this is the cathedral, or as I like to call it, the ADHD drill,
Mm.
because it is so clusterfuck in here. So I had a bunch of Twilight bosses that I killed, some gold ingots naturally. So yeah, here's my like more modern machine setup. Just got some stuff here. This is where I make circuit boards. Like I did not future proof this in the slightest, because it's like I should have been using like I should have made more than like one of these machines if I was going to like make wires or like circuit components or whatever. But I'm like, well, nah, I'll make like two or three, like like two max. Like that's
Mm.
the only other like assembling machine we have, and like I just use it for like machine hulls.
So you like to do
Yeah.
things quite similar to me, where you do everything by hand rather than automating everything.
Yep, I literally reached Fusion Tier 2 without any sense of automation whatsoever. Just bring one thing out, making a like probably pretty much never made anything in bulk either.
Mm.
Yeah, so this here's my blast furnace.
Are you raping sheep somewhere?
Yeah, that'd be the zoo up on
Holy
the next floor.
crap, that's annoying.
Yeah, you might have to turn mob noises off or something.
Might
Yeah,
have
this
to.
is a funny. Yeah, this is a funny story right here. This barrel filled with fiberglass circuit boards. So this was around the time where on the second floor up there originally was an epoxy setup I made, so I could build a mainframe circuit for this laser. Yeah, actually, it's not this laser. I actually gave that one to Meaty, who I don't think ever used it or ever returned it. Uh, but yeah, making the epoxy for it was hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was awful, and just made like for like just tiny bit, and I'm just like, ugh. Um,
Yeah,
the
the epoxy
more,
setup isn't the funnest.
yeah. When I heard that the fiberglass circuit boards we're gonna need epoxy in the future, I was just like, no. So I just made hundreds and then thousands and then like tens of thousands of circuit boards. Uh,
Yeah, you're never gonna need circuit boards again. I don't think.
yeah, they were saying things like, it takes like hundreds to make a single.
I think your phone cut out. Oh, there you
Yeah. Here's like that I made used to make lubricant with the mailbox for hanging out for sending stuff and receiving stuff from mostly Mundus. He helped me with build stuff. This was to make an energy dust for the energy crystals. Here's my trusty thirsty tank that I pretty much sucked up like a half the nether with.
are. Hmm.
Like, like after a while it started lagging, and they're just like, all right, whoever's doing that, like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. I'm just like, hides.
Yeah. Yeah,
just,
on my
just like,
servers, I
crap.
tell everybody if you take a pump in the nether, I'll break your face. This is laggy as hell to do that.
Uh,
I'm a
Yeah.
little bit rougher on players than Econ is.
Mm,
I believe in
yeah.
physical threats and physical violence.
Uh,
He's a
and
bit more
here's the old.
diplomatic.
Yeah. This is the old computer. Just got a whole bunch of junk in it. It only ever has as much as you need.
Hmm.
Like, for. And even then, sometimes, just junk just piles up. And
That
mostly in the form of, like, raw materials. Well, we have a lot of stuff that doesn't stack.
yeah, I have been so terrible with Emmy. I haven't made one in so long. I've gotten quite
Hmm.
used to just doing my own storage in chests, because I don't ever use AE to automate things. So to me, it's just a big chest,
Yep,
and
same
that's what
here.
mine
I
looks
would
like.
like to. I would like to, but the channels stuff is like really infuriating. Like, I've had a bunch of things where it's just like, all right, I'll just set up this bus here, bus here, bus here, device missing channel. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to bypass that, so I'm like, bleh.
You got to add more CPUs. These things right here, the controllers. The
The
more con-
controllers.
the more controllers you have, the more channels you can have, and you use the denser cable. There's dense cable, and that
Ah.
can handle more channels through the cable.
Ooh,
The
okay.
important thing,
That.
if I remember correctly, I can get back with you when we get done with the tour because I can talk to my son. He is my
Hmm.
AE specialist. But I do believe that every face of the ME controller can handle a
Hmm.
set number of uh, channels. So you can set
Ah.
one set up from each side of each controller and get up to like 64 channels on one controller.
Oh, good. Cool,
So set
cool.
up different paths for different things. Don't have everything going in one big bulk
Hmm.
channel set.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, here we have processing array. This is what I just use. I usually use this for like what was it? The hydrogen oxygen electrolyzing. I usually have like 16 of like the low voltage ones. I only
Hmm.
just set up this distillation tower because I had like just the leftover materials. I thought, why not? I never used oil for anything
Mm.
apart from some plastics or whatever. And then over here we have this ladder which goes down, and this was definitely a big step forward. These are my reactors. These got me to the extreme voltage, so that's they've been going for a long while. I was
What
lucky to get like a huge like import of like uranium from a friend.
what do you put out from these reactors? What do they make?
Power, direct power, which goes to this like IV battery buffer, and then to this IV macerator. We've also got like this junk over here, which used to be connected to here because it gets transformed to EV here.
Yeah,
We
but
got a
how
whole bunch of
much how much
stuff.
EU a tick do you get out of these? The
Oh,
setups you have
like
inside.
maybe just extreme voltage tier. I could probably turn this on. Actually,
840.
840 per. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody always wants to know what the setups are and how much power they do. So I have to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's more like efficient ones. Yeah, these used to be hooked up to a clean room here. Yeah, move that over. I guess you could. I guess I like to shift my legal contraband down here as well, as you can see.
Mm,
Yeah, I built that a long time ago. I'm just like, nope, not getting rid of that. But it doesn't matter anyway. This big tank here. This is definitely a symbol, a testament to my ADHD, because it's like I was gonna build this and fill it with like CBD basically, and then like after a while, like maybe like a week later, I'm just like, fuck CBD, please no, no more, no more, get rid of it all. I can't stand it. So
yeah,
I just this cable's pretty much going over to like the next part.
yeah. What they did to
Yeah.
nitro diesel, turning it into CBD, is quite annoying.
Yeah. There's this big tangled mess here, which is the Naquita reactors. Yeah, this was a definite triumph. Yeah, getting into space and like getting like my first Naquita vein, and like I just literally had nothing but like a barrel of CBD, an ore drill running like high voltage, and then like I brought like everything with me, and then at the last minute, like when I'm setting it all up, I'm just like, oh shit, I forgot stone dust. How am I gonna get stone dust? And then and then like someone managed to send it through my dimensional transceiver.
Mm,
Yeah, and now I've just been running the ludicrous voltage stuff. If you ever wanted to see how fast a UV sieving machine runs, that's that's how
that is
fast.
quite quick.
Yeah, this is definitely fun for the sapphires, so for the lapatrons.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And yeah, and this beauty over here, this is the fusion reactor. It's just like you'd expect it to have like lots of like detail and like surrounded in this like experimental lab. And nope, it's just thrown onto the floor here. If you think that's bad, this used to be grass.
Mm.
This was grass by the time I made fusion.
You saw grass in here when you made fusion.
Yep,
Oh,
that's me, just lazy as fuck.
mm, I feel you.
Yeah, and like very lazy, very stingy, which is why these like wires aren't insulated.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Uh,
touch those when there's power. That would hurt.
yep, definitely. This like yeah, this like a single touch is like worth half your health with like nano armor or something.
Mm,
That's why I have these warning signs all over the place.
yeah, making that new
Uh,
coating for
mm,
PV wires and above is a little annoying too.
yeah, and then there's the rocket stuff.
What tier rocket
That
did you get
was
up to?
3. Yeah, made up to 3. The it's kind of annoying waiting for the meteors, but dish mining was all right. Let's. Oh yeah, and here's an antique. Here's the old pyrolyze. This thing was key, and this even older. the boiler.
Hmm.
I could not get this thing to work, so I asked Akon to help build this. He built this tank and set up all these like conduits.
Yeah, him and his steam battery tanks. I hate them.
Hmm.
I give him crap about them all the time.
And yeah, like I'm a sucker for aesthetic, so this is what I did for my vacuum freezer.
Hmm.
Uh,
I like the
looks a little
ice.
messy, but yeah.
I like the ice. It's nice aesthetics.
Hmm. And so like, and then on all the way up here, the other side's got nothing really, but maybe it's got like some solar boilers at the top, which we could go and explore. They're not very pretty or anything, but they're definitely here now. Now this was even with all of this, this took so long to smelt like one thing. This is probably the hardest and like most annoying part of Greg Tech for me, which was basically waiting for the steam to fill up the tank I had running down the middle of
And you cut out.
that waiting, and it was like one or two aluminium you get out of that, and so this right here is I tried to build a bit of a zoo. So I have some Yales. We have Yales running around all the place. Meaty loved them. I thought they were bloody annoying, but the wool was good. This is Brendan.
Um, I'm. Why?
Oh God! Fuck! Sorry. Yeah. We had a bit of a we had a bit of a containment breach. This was our shadow mobs.
Yeah, that
Let's.
was close to
Mm,
death.
I'm sorry. Yeah, need some food.
I got
I got some.
cooked
I
chicken.
got breakfast. Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess I'm using this as a bit of like an excuse to say because like all the shadow mobs kept despawning and like even when they did they just escaped.
Mm.
Yeah. This was a bit of a fun thing that I did once. It was basically have a whole. This is where I was going to keep all my medals and stuff, and I could just like pick them off. And if they were up here, you could get them from minecarts, like like library books almost. Yeah.
That's a different idea.
Yeah. Yeah. This may seem empty, but it is not empty. This has Brutus in it. He's a Krusk I found, a golden one. By then, when I saw him, I knew we were meant to be.
I can hear
I knew
him,
I
but
was meant to.
where the hell he's
Yeah,
at?
yeah. They sink into the ground.
Mm.
Mm. Want to go in and check and take a look?
Um.
Come on out, Brutus.
Ow!
Come
There he
on.
is.
There he
He
is.
found me. Oh, it's a sandworm.
Yeah. Golden one. He's he's fun. He likes giving surprises.
Mm-hmm. I bet so.
Yeah. And then up here,
Oh shit! Where'd you go?
there's an elevator block on the floor.
Oh shit!
If you go up with it, this is the clock tower. Yeah. Most of the like clockwork mechanisms are just for show, but We've got a sequencer here. And what that does is like, it makes a working clock.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then it's, yeah, that took a bit of deducting as to like how I'm gonna do this. But managed to do that. And then up here, it's a bit hard to navigate, but around here and straight up is where all the noise is coming from. This is, it might seem a little bit off, because server lag, but...
That's cool.
Yeah,
So I see you
that
went
took
with
a bit of...
the note blocks for this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I couldn't work out how, like, do levers or anything. I think this sounds much nicer anyway, though.
Yeah, it's a nice clean sound.
And we can exit through a door, which is hidden somewhere.
It's hidden somewhere.
Somewhere. Where are you? Where are you, door? Door!
It's very important when making a hidden door to remember where you put it.
Where's the door at? Oh yeah, it's down here.
Alright, now where the hell are we going?
Hello.
Okay, we don't go that way. There you are.
Yep. This door here. And we leave through.
There we go. Now we're on the roof. Alright, I gotta see this spot.
Yeah. And then you can see what the clock looks like from the outside.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
This is way fancier building than I've ever done. It's a little more than a box.
Yeah, this is definitely inspired. Yeah. Oh yeah, I never showed off the pipe organ.
Pipe
down
organ.
in the main building, past the fusion reactor, in this seemingly empty zone. We have an arcane work table and a node just above it. Oh, yep, that's the node. Whaler goes a bit crazy when you mouse over it. It's very hard to see, but basically has every... Yeah, here it is. Basically has every element in it. Mundus gave me that. And here's a little pipe organ I put together.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where in the hell's that node you're talking about? I can't find it.
It's like right in front of like...
Oh, wait a minute. There. Holy crap. Yeah, you're right. That thing definitely did go nuts.
Mundus was basically giving those away from his reactor.
Yeah, Wanya definitely goes a little crazy with that
one. Yeah. Over here, just have some drawers. This was the very first place I set up my ore drill, and it got the stuff right below. Kind of done. Kind of done, really. Okay, just some crap. Got some ender lilies. Oh yeah, here's microwave energy transmitters. I never really figured out how they worked, but one worked. One pretty much always worked, and one didn't. And the one that always worked was hooked up to the vacuum freezer. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I built set something there's definitely a thing where I do unnecessarily complicated things for solutions for simple problems because I'm lazy, but I'm also not lazy enough to like actually do it the simpler way. like like instead of just laying a couple more cables, I'm just like, no, I don't want to lay more cables. It's annoying. It uses too much. I lose power. So
Yeah, you
I'm
lose
just
a
gonna
lot
spend
more
like a
with the microwave energy transmitter.
yeah. uh, I mean, I think it's like 1 EU per like 100 blocks. Yeah, I did wise up and start using it for like ore drill far away. Both places had to be chunk loaded, but sometimes it wouldn't work. Sometimes it would, and sometimes it wouldn't, and it made me really annoyed.
I bet so.
Hmm. Let's see, where's the ore drill? It's probably locked away in a chest somewhere. I don't hear it. Oh yeah, it's like disassembled here. The it was great because like I was so like I put the drill together so many times that like it just became like so natural. Just this block here, that there, that there, up, well, that connect there. Uh, and now I sit and wait for like 7 hours while this does it because I'm using high voltage power.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's like not too much else to show. Oh wait, no, there's this. So if we have one of these, we can go here. So this is like the Team Neutronium Nexus where everyone's linked up to.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is something me and Mundus built. So shift right clicking with the jewel on the thing takes us to this, which is our astral tower, and these telepads take you to the moon, to Mars, to the asteroids.
Hmm.
It
That's
was
cool.
yeah, very very difficult to get the materials for this. Like,
I bet so.
mm-hmm.
So you just can teleport to each one of the dimensions just by going on the telepad.
Yeah, pretty much.
No rockets needed anymore.
No, no,
That's quite cool.
yeah. I don't suppose there's too much more to show off.
Alright, well, here's your
Uh,
gem. Well, your gem went away.
yeah. Yeah, your gem sort of like runs out of juice, but there's like a note in here. Give me a sec, I'm just a bit frozen. Uh,
That happens.
yeah, this server can get pretty slow sometimes. I'm used to it. It happened like it's been happening all the months I've been playing this. Like this is definitely more than like a year's work, I think.
Hmm. You do realize
I
you
think it
disconnected, right?
definitely. Oh yeah, yeah. Sadly, the darn thing. It'll probably be frozen for a while longer until it tells me that I got kicked off. And yeah, there it goes.
Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and end it here since that was basically all you had to show. Thanks for the
Yeah,
tour.
yeah.
If
No
anybody has
problem.
any questions about anything he has around here, leave me a comment and I will forward it to him and try to get an answer for you.
Mhm.
And have a good one.
Yeah.